because we're not free without each other. That's basically my concept of freedom. Is this, freedom to express yourself, freedom of thought, freedom of expressing your own ideas, and not having somebody implant those ideas in you. Freedom of choice. Those are our basic freedoms. Those are things that this country was based on. And we should all realize that, and we should all share that. And that's my belief in freedom. And I think it's a good one. I think other people should look at that too. And some of them refuse to. And they lose out because they lose out on the basic freedoms. And we need more people to express themselves. It's art. It's one way of doing it. It gives your ideas to your freedom. Other people can interpret themselves. You don't have to tell them what to think about it. You can look at some of this artwork in here and see that it says a lot of different messages. And that there should be self-explanatory. And that's about all I got to say about it right now.
That's good. Great. Thanks. Thanks a lot.
Very nice. It's nice to see things like this going on in neighborhoods and all different kinds of people coming together to see all the different things that they're involved in. I think it's terrific.
And what brings you to this celebration here?
One of my friends from work heard about it from someone who lives in her apartment building, and I've just been in Minneapolis for about a year now. I've lived in Texas before this for about 12 years, and it's just the kind of thing that I like to be involved in. So I'm not a very good artist myself, but I'm a great admirer of art, so it's just very nice. I like it a lot.
And one last question, just in terms of the theme of CryFreedom, what does that mean to you?
To me, it means celebrating the diversity that there is in the world, and people being free to express themselves.
Well, thanks.
Okay.
That's great. Thanks for your time. Thank you. Were you able to see the show?
No, I just ran up and I made a mental note I'd go back and see, because it's that's such a nice space for it,
Yeah.
But it's all empty up there.
Yeah, I know. But there's enough good stuff going on down here.
I know, so it's cool.
Well, I guess, what we've been asking people basically is first what your interpretation of this whole festival is and what its goals are, what it's trying to achieve, what it means to you.
Huh. I brought a friend here who'd been real involved in the music and entertainment business for a bunch of years, kind of high level stuff. And he was really busy with school, so he hadn't seen anybody for years. And so I brought him out, and he was like, this is so different, because he was used to playing in clubs where it was always a certain kind of music, and you had to do a certain kind of thing, or people, the audience wouldn't have you, and you had to wear matching suits and things like that. So he was just being really surprised with, here we have this kind of thing, and then we have that kind of thing, we have this kind of thing, and a real mix of people, And I was kind of expecting that, because I was more used to it, and we just came from the West Bank, and it's very much that kind of community. But it was kind of helpful then to see it through his eyes. Now he lives in the suburbs and stuff like that. To see it through his eyes is that it's maybe not expected, or actually a little more unusual in society today. And that kind of jived a bit with what some people, different, like Tony Moreno or some of the other people were saying to introduce things. It's yeah, we should